couch. I don't want to see us. You don't even have a right to do that.
Only on 4 tonight, stopped by police and accused of shoplifting. A local family says this video shows what happened after Manchester police officers stopped them because they're black. Good evening, I'm Samantha Jones.
And I'm Corey Stark. Steve has the night off. The family says a birthday shopping trip turned into a confrontation with police outside of Academy Sports and Outdoors on Manchester Road near Highway 141.
News 4's Ashley Lincoln spoke with the family. She tells us this clash sparked an investigation. She's live tonight in downtown St. Louis. Ashley?
Well, Samantha, this family tells me that even with proof of purchase, they say that they were still profiled. Now, they were out celebrating their son's 16th birthday by taking him shopping, and they tell me that things took a turn when they were confronted in that parking lot.
It was very traumatizing in that moment. Just hanging up to the car because my son looked like he's a threat. I really felt that, we could lose our life in that moment. We are doing nothing wrong. We have our rights. Well, you want your right to your rights. And we just paid $200 for some items. You have no right to come up to my car.
There's allegations of racial profiling. The Carter family says they experienced in the parking lot of this Academy Sports on Manchester Road on Monday.
And I knew as he started to call for backup that I knew then that it just felt like it was out of our control.
But Tiffany Carter started recording the cell phone video when a Manchester police officer blocked their car in with his patrol cruiser.
The officer took the police up to, question us out of, single us out of anybody else in the parking lot.
Marshall Carter says the officer says he suspected them of shoplifting, a claim baffling the family because they said they had a receipt showing they spent nearly $300.
Why are we being stopped or even approached? We have receipts.
The family says that officer was watching them from this parking lot. Now, that officer stated in cell phone video that he suspected their 16-year-old of shoplifting because he noticed a bulge around his waist. Now, the family showed that officer that bulge was actually coming from a fanny pack that had no stolen items inside.
I just don't want to happen to anybody else.
I reached out to the Manchester Police Department. Chief Scott Wills says this incident is under investigation. Will told News 4 he's concerned about what he saw in this video and doesn't condone the officer's behavior. Because the incident is under investigation by Internal Affairs, he can't comment any further.
Not every black person that has dreads or gold teeth or that's wearing clothing a certain way is a criminal.
And we did confirm that Academy Sports employees did not call police and that this officer apparently responded on his own. Now, we do know, according to the chief, that there is body camera of this incident. We have requested for that video. Again, we did reach out to Academy Sports for comment because this incident happened on the property. We are waiting to hear back, and the Carters tell me that they are considering pursuing legal action in this situation. Reporting live tonight in downtown, Ashley Lincoln. News 4. Ashley.
Okay, y'all. This article comes from KMOV4 in St. Louis. And, this is happening every single day, y'all. A black family was enjoying, taking their 16-year-old son to, do some shopping. And this police officer had the audacity, and guess what? The sporting store, the manager didn't even call the police. This officer acted on their own, and and then they said they're under internal affairs investigation. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, they're not gonna do a damn thing to this officer. Let's keep it real. And then they say they want to talk about the investigation because they know they're not gonna do a damn thing about it. So I'm going to read this article, ladies and gentlemen. It says, this incident happened in Manchester, Missouri, which is not that far from St. Louis. I think no later than like 30 miles from St. Louis. So I'm going to go ahead and read this article. It says, a family said they were targets of racial profiling by a West County Police Department while in the parking lot of the Academic Sports on Manchester Road Monday. LaTiffany Carter started recording cell phone video when a Manchester police officer blocked their car in his patrol cruiser. I knew that when he started to call for backup, that I knew that I knew then that it just felt like it was out of our control, said Tiffany Carter. The officer took it upon himself to single us out of everybody else on the parking lot. Now, Marshall Carter said when he got out of the car, the officer said he suspected them of shoplifting. That was claimed that they baffled the family because they said they had receipts showing they spent nearly $300 in the store. I'm going to stop you right there, ladies and gentlemen. You know, when you have police officers that want to do their own thing, they want to stop a person for no apparent reason, and even when they had receipts proving that they paid for the stuff that they bought, right? Proving that they didn't shoplift. But even if you showed their receipts, the police still is gonna say, well, nah, you shoplift. You know, and it show you how ridiculous this situation is. And then on top of that, why would you even block them from even leaving out of the parking lot? Just put your patrol car behind the car without them allow them to leave. It's just ridiculous. So let me continue on. So they said, why are we being stopped or approached when we have receipts? Said Tiffany Carter. In a cell phone video, the officer can be heard saying he suspected that their 16-year-old son of shoplifting because he noticed a bulge around his waist. Wait, what? The family showed the officer the bulge was actually come from a fanny pack that had no stolen items inside. News 4 reached out to the Manchester Police Department. Chief Scott Will said this incident is under investigation. Will told News 4 he's concerned about what he saw in the video and doesn't condone the officer's behavior. Because the incident is under investigation by Internal Affairs, the police chief said he couldn't comment any further. Yeah, right, because let me say this. When they say they couldn't comment any further, they mean they know they did something wrong, okay? They don't want to say, well, this officer was wrong. We're gonna let the Internal Affairs handle it, and more than likely, we'll deal with the situation. So you got to read between the lines, ladies and gentlemen. When he said he couldn't comment any further, that means that, yeah, this officer is doing something wrong, and yes, the Internal Affairs are investigating, but more than likely, they're going to seek action because of the incident. That's the way I see it. So let me finish this article. It says, we did confirm that police were not called, and this is the key, ladies and gentlemen. They said that the police confirmed that the store employees didn't call the police. So in other words, this officer acted on his own, which to me, that is also illegal. Let me go ahead and finish this. It said, we did confirm that police were not called to the store by employees and that this officer acted on his own. The officer were wearing body cameras of the incident. News 4 has requested that video. So News 4 has also reached out to Academy Sports for a comment. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the KMOV4 article. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, this police officer see a black family, right? They see them as a threat, okay? Let's keep it 100. They see this family as a threat. And then they see a 16-year-old boy because he had dreadlocks. They say, oh, he is a threat. Let's go after him. And obviously, even with the mother and the father of that 16-year-old boy, showed the officer that receipt that they did pay for the items that they paid for, right? And they still say they were shoplifting. They still say, oh, yeah, he shoplifted. And then all of a sudden, it was nothing. So the black family, which the article didn't even the article didn't say, they're gonna seek legal action against the Manchester Police Department, and rightfully so, because the Academy Sports Store their employees didn't call the police. And so the officer know he messed up. And that's why in the end of this article, nearly the end of this article said that, you know, that the internal affairs was involved, and they don't want to see no comment at this time. And the reason why they're saying that, because they know that they're going to see action against this officer, because to them, basically, they were in the wrong. And obviously, that when you're in the wrong, when you stop a black family for no apparent reason, right? The Academy Sports Store employees didn't call the police. Not even the managers didn't call the police. And you acted on your own because you felt like, oh, this black family is a threat. Then you know something about to happen, right? Something about to go down, as I mean. So what I'm seeing is that this police officer is going to be probably suspended with pay, or they're going to use a place on administrative leave with pay until the investigation is complete. This is how they do it now. They know they were in the wrong, so they're going to say they're going to place them of administrative leave with pay until the investigation is complete, because obviously, you know, they're going to try to figure out a way to let this officer not only keep their jobs, but make sure that this didn't happen. And it always happens every single time. So, again, with the Academy employees didn't call the police. They didn't know nothing about it until, I guess, the media talked about it. Then, when the black family of the 16-year-old boy claimed that he was shoplifting, showed the receipts of what they bought, the officer who did it on his own still named them as a threat. So, you know, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, this happens all the time. And now, hopefully, you know, the family of Latifah, really the family of the Carters, go ahead and hopefully they get a lawyer, get an attorney, and file a lawsuit against the Manchester Police Department, because obviously they were racially profiled, and obviously that the Academy store employees, none of them didn't call the police. So this officer did it on its own. And it shows you that this officer is racist. And obviously that really, hopefully that something about to go down, even though they said they're not going to comment any further. That means that the officer is definitely in serious trouble. So y'all let me know what you think about this. Like, click, subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.